Hello, my name is Myrihe Rohbock, and I'm a senior McNair scholar studying neuroscience here at the University of Oregon. I was mentored by Dr. Elliot Berkman and Anastasia Browning O'Hagan within the Social Affective Neuroscience Lab for this project titled Pain, Discrimination, and Child Mental Health Among Black Families. My research project is investigating how parents' pain catastrophizing, defined as the tendency to ruminate about pain, magnify pain perceptions, as well as the tendency to feel helpless about how to manage and or deal with their pain, affects their child's mental health symptoms. I will be measuring child mental health by assessing for child internalizing, which is defined as worry, anxiety, depression, and social withdrawal, and child externalizing, which is defined as behaviors such as hyperactivity, impulsivity, and aggression. Further, I plan to examine how discrimination as a factor might influence the relationship between these variables. This is important to know because Black Americans experience poor treatment for pain and their families experience disproportionate outcomes. In fact, pain presents a substantial challenge to many people living in the United States. However, Black U.S. community members navigate unique and disproportionate pain outcomes due to systemic disparities in treatment, and children of parents with pain experience disparities in mental health outcomes. Current research shows that mothers with chronic pain report their children exhibiting more internalizing and externalizing symptoms. Further, children of parents who experience high levels of discrimination have increased internalizing problems. Parent pain catastrophizing could play a role in their child's mental health development. With that, two guiding questions informed my hypothesis for this research. How does pain catastrophizing of Black parents impact their children's mental health? And does discrimination impact parent pain catastrophizing and child internalizing externalizing? I hypothesize that there will be a significant positive relationship between parent pain catastrophizing and child internalizing and externalizing symptoms. So parents who tend to catastrophize their pain more will report kids who have more internalizing and externalizing symptoms. Next, I hypothesize that discrimination will moderate or strengthen this relationship. So parents who experience more discrimination will tend to catastrophize more and report more internalizing and externalizing symptoms in their kids, which you can see in my expected results section. In order to test this, my project is taking participants from a larger study that looks at the psychosocial pathways to pain that are unique to Black adults living in the U.S. There will be 764 participants recruited using CloudResearch's MTurk Toolkit. CloudResearch uses market research platforms like Amazon's MTurk and SurveyMonkey to create a participant pool of online responders. The participants will be completing self-report measures, including the Pain Catastrophizing Scale, Behavioral Health Checklist, which measures the child internalizing and externalizing as reported by the parent, and the Everyday Discrimination Scale. Example items from the Pain Catastrophizing Scale are as follows. I keep thinking about how much it hurts. I wonder whether something serious may happen, and I feel I can't go on. Each item in this bank is prompted with when I'm in pain. These constructs are measured using a Likert scale from 0 to 4, with 1 representing to a slight degree and 4 representing all the time. The option of 0 also represents not at all, for the degree to which the individual has thoughts or feelings stated for each item. Sample items from the Behavioral Health Checklist include feels sad, fights with other children, and is easily annoyed or cranky. This measure uses a 4-point Likert scale from 0 to 3, asking parents how often their children exhibit each item. Finally, the Daily Discrimination Scale prompts participants with the following question. In your day-to-day life, how often have any of the following things happened to you? Followed by the 9 items individuals are asked to respond to. Sample items include, you are treated with less courtesy than other people. People act as if they think you are not smart, and you are called names or insulted. This measurement also uses a Likert scale of 0 to 5, where 0 represents never and 5 represents almost every day. Looking forward, before data collection occurs, a focus group will be conducted on June 15th, in which participants are currently being recruited. The purpose of the focus group is to assemble no more than 10 members of the Black community in the U.S. that experience non-injury related pain, and ask them to teach us about how they experience discrimination and what they believe is the cause of their pain. Afterward, Data collection of the online study will begin on July 15th. To answer my research questions, I will test a linear regression model with parents' pain catastrophizing as the predictor, child's internalizing externalizing symptoms as the dependent variable, and parents' exposure to discrimination as a moderator. Assumptions of linear regression will be checked by assessing for normality, skew, and multicollinearity within my model. After analysis, we will report our findings in a peer-reviewed journal and disseminate back to the community. These findings will help inform interventions and policies aimed at reducing mental health disparities and improving pain management for Black families. There are a few limitations when considering the nature of this study. For example, this study is looking primarily at internalizing externalizing symptoms of children of parents who have physical pain and experience discrimination. However, these symptoms are parent-reported, which we anticipate being a limitation in our study. A further limitation of the study is in its cross-sectional design. In the future, research will need to expand on these findings by examining these questions longitudinally. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the University of Oregon's Trio McNair Scholars Program, which funded my research, as well as the Center for Translational Neuroscience and the National Science Foundation. I would also like to offer a special thanks to Dr. Christabel Dragoo, Denise Elder, and my fellow McNair scholars, who I wouldn't have been able to do this without. Finally, I want to thank Anastasia Browning O'Hagan, who guided me every step of the way, and of course, my faculty mentor, Dr. Elliot Berkman. Thank you so much.